Good morning, students. This is ninth standard mathematics. Before entering into the topic, I just want to remind you that please keep your notebook and pen ready to take notes. As you know, there are 9 chapters in your mathematics book, out of which today we are going to study the third chapter, algebra. In the last class, we have studied about the application of algebra. In this class, I want to give you the small explanation about the word algebra. Where does the word algebra comes from? The word algebra has originated in Baghdad. The word algebra comes from Arabic book. The title is Al-Kitab Al-Muqtasar Fi Hisab Al-Jabr Wal Muqabla. It is the source of the word algebra. The English translation of the title means the book on calculation by completion and balancing. In the last session, we have studied about the polynomials and the types of polynomials, and also if the polynomial has degree 1, then it is called linear polynomial, and if its degree is 2, then it's called quadratic polynomial. If it has degree 3, then it is called cubic polynomial. If its degree is 0, then it is called constant polynomial. In this class, we are going to study about adding and subtracting the polynomials. How to add and subtract the polynomials? Let's see briefly in the following video.
We have to add these two expressions. Adding two algebraic expressions is very simple, but trust me, it's very easy to make a mistake. The first thing we should do is write this problem in a way which is very simple to understand. We write the first expression here, 5xy plus 3x cubed minus 11y squared plus 2. We have to add these two expressions. So we put a plus sign here and write the second expression as is. 7y minus 4xy plus x cubed minus 3. This looks familiar. The first step now should be to group like terms. 5xy and minus 4xy are like terms. The first group will be 5xy minus 4xy. There are two terms with x cubed as the variable part. The next group will be 3x cubed plus x cubed. The third term is minus 11y squared. There is no other term which has y squared as the variable. So we write a minus 11y squared as is. Remember to lightly strike off the terms that have already been considered. Next in line, we have 2. Minus 3 is a like term. The fourth group would be 2 minus 3. 7y is the only term that's left, so we write it here. Now we're done with the grouping. In the second step, we need to solve each group. 5xy minus 4xy equals xy. 3x cubed plus x cubed gives us 4x cubed. We write minus 11y squared here. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. And we have 7y here. Can we leave it at this point? Yes, we can, but remember, it's always a good idea to arrange the terms in the descending order of their exponents. 4x cubed will come first as the exponent is 3. These two terms have the same exponent value, so we write xy minus 11y squared next, then 7y, and last would be minus 1. These two big expressions add up to this expression with just 5 terms.
Let's see the continuation of exercise 3.1. In the last class, we have studied up to fourth sum. In this session, we are going to study from fifth sum. Exercise 3.1, fifth sum. Add the following polynomials and find the degree of the resultant polynomials. First subdivision is P of x is equal to 6x square minus 7x plus 2. Q of x is equal to 6x cube minus 7x plus 15. We have to add these polynomials, these two polynomials, and we have to find the degree of the resultant polynomials. So adding P of x and Q of x. P of x plus Q of x is equal to, the expression for P of x is equal to 6x square minus 7x plus 2. The expression for P of x is 6x square minus 7x plus 2. Then put the plus symbol here. Now Q of x, the expression for Q of x is 6x cube minus 7x plus 15. Now we have to add these two polynomials, isn't it? How we add the polynomials? First we should combine the like terms. What are the like terms? What are the like terms we have in this expression? So first 6x cube. Any other x cube terms here? No. So only one term is here, that is 6x cube. Write that 6x cube. And then x square term, 6x square. Any other x square terms is here? No. So write 6x square as it is. And then x term. The coefficient of x term is minus 7x and minus 7x. We have two terms in the variable x, minus 7x and minus 7x. These two terms are called like terms because here is also the variable x and here is also the variable x we have. So these two terms are called like terms. We have to combine the like terms together. So minus 7x and then write minus 7x. The remaining terms is constant term, plus 2 and plus 15. Write the constant terms together, plus 2 and plus 15. Now 6x cube plus we have 6x square. Write these terms as it is, and then here we have two x terms here. So minus 7, adding these two terms, we will get minus 14. Minus 7 plus minus 7 is minus 14x plus 2 plus 15. 2 plus 15 is 17. So this is the value of P of x plus Q of x. Okay, this is the answer. And they are asked that find the degree of the resultant polynomials. We have to find the degree of this polynomial. So degree is nothing but the highest power of the variable. So degree is equal to highest power. Which is the highest power here? This is 3. 3 is the highest power. So the degree of this polynomial is 3. This is the answer for this sum. Exercise 3.1, fifth sum, second subdivision. H of x is equal to 7x cube minus 6x plus 1 and f of x is equal to 7x square plus 17x minus 19. We have to add these two polynomials together and we have to find the resultant polynomial. Adding these two polynomials, h of x and f of x. So h of x plus f of x. H of x plus f of x is equal to, what is the expression for h of x? 7x cube minus 6x plus 1. So write this here, 7x cube minus 6x plus 1, and then put the plus symbol here. Plus f of x. What is the expression for f of x? 7x square plus 17x minus 9. 7x square plus 17x minus 19. Now we have to add these expressions together. So for that, first we have to combining the like terms together. So what are the like terms we have in this expression? 7x cube. No x cube terms here. So 7x. Write this 7x cube as it is. And then x square. Any other x square terms is in this expression? No. So write this 7x square as it is. And then x terms. Here 2x terms we have. What are the 2x terms? Minus 6x and plus 17x. 2x terms we have. So combining these two like terms together, minus 6x plus 17x. And then the constant terms. What are the constant terms we have? 1 and 19 are the constant terms. So plus 1 minus 19. Now the answer is 7x cube plus 7x square. So these two like terms we have to add. Minus 6x plus 17. So 17 minus 6. Okay, 17 minus 6. 17 minus 6 is 11 plus 11. So plus 11x. 1 minus 19 is minus 18. 1 minus 19 is minus 18. So this is the answer for this expression, h of x plus f of x. Now we have to find the degree of the resultant polynomial. So degree of the resultant polynomial is, degree is nothing but the highest power of the variable, which is the highest or largest power. Largest power is 3 in this expression, isn't it? So degree of this expression is equal to 3. So this is the answer for this sum. Exercise 3.1, sixth sum. Subtract the second polynomial from the first polynomial and find the degree of the resultant polynomial. Question number 1, subdivision 1 is p of x is equal to 7x square plus 6x minus 1 and q of x is equal to 6x minus 9. We have to subtract the second polynomial from the first polynomial. So the solution is p of x minus q of x. Subtract. Here they are asking subtract the polynomial, second polynomial. So we should put negative symbol here, minus symbol. So p of x minus q of x is equal to, the expression for p of x is what? 7x square plus 6x minus 1. Now put the minus symbol. So put the negative symbol here, put the minus symbol, and then the expression for q of x is 6x minus 9. Now write 7x square as it is plus 6x minus 1. Now we have to change the sign for the second expression. That means you have to multiply this minus inside this bracket. When we multiply this minus inside the bracket, the signs of the second expression will be changed. Okay, so you have to change the signs of the second expression. So if it's plus 6 means you have to put minus 6, and if it's minus 9 means you have to put plus 9. Here we have minus symbol in between the expression. So you have to subtract these two expressions. When we subtracting the polynomials, we have to change the signs of the second expression. We have to change the signs of this second expression when we subtract the polynomials. So minus, this is plus 6x. So you have to put minus 6x, because minus into plus, plus 6x we have to multiply, because bracket we have here. So we have to multiply minus into plus, minus 6x, put 6x as it is, and then two negative symbols here, minus into minus, we have to put plus, minus into minus is plus, and put the 9 here. So when we subtracting the two polynomials, you have to change the signs of the second expression. It is plus 6x, so you have to put minus 6x. Here we have minus 9, so we have to put plus 9. Okay, now combining the like terms. What are the like terms we have in this expression? 7x square. No other x square terms are there in this expression, so put 7x square as it is. 7x square plus what are the like terms we have? 6x and minus 6x. Two like terms we have in this expression. One is 6x and another one is minus 6x. So combining these two like terms together, we have plus 6x and minus 6x. Finally, the constant terms are 1 and 9. Two constant terms we have, so minus 1 and plus 9. Now the answer is, write this 7x square as it is. So plus 6x minus 6x, plus 6 and minus 6, we have the answer 0, isn't it? So plus 6x minus 6x is 0x, minus 1 plus 9, subtracting these two, minus 1 plus 9, so the answer is plus 8. 9 minus 1 is 8 and the sign of the bigger number is plus, so you have to put plus 8. So the answer is 7x square plus 0 into x is 0, so leave this term. Now 8. 7x square plus 8 is the answer for P of x minus Q of x. Okay, now we have to find the degree of this polynomial, isn't it? Degree. So degree is nothing but the highest power of the variable. Here the highest power of the variable is 2, so the answer is 2. Exercise 3.1, sixth sum, second subdivision. F of y is equal to 6y square minus 7y plus 2 and g of y is equal to 7y plus y square. We have to subtract these two polynomials and find the degree of the resultant polynomial. So the solution is f of y minus g of y. F of y minus g of y is equal to, the expression for f of y is 6y square minus 7y plus 2. Now put the negative symbol, minus symbol. So minus, the expression for g of y is 7y plus y square. Now 6y square minus 7y plus 2 minus, when subtracting these two polynomials, you have to change the signs of the second expression, isn't it? So we have plus 7y here, put minus 7y and then plus y square we have, put minus y square. Now combining the like terms, you have to combine the like terms together. So what are the like terms we have in this expression? Here y square, 6y square and minus y square are the like terms. So combining these two like terms together, we have 6y square minus y square, and then what are the like terms? Another like terms is minus 7y, and here also we have minus 7y. So combining these two like terms together, we have minus 7y and minus 7y, and then the constant terms are plus 2 alone. The constant term is plus 2 alone. So write this as it is. Now subtracting these two, 6y square minus y square, subtracting these two like terms, we have 6 minus 1 is 5. So 5y square, and then here we have minus 7 minus 7. So subtracting minus 7 is minus 14. So minus 14y, and then the constant term is plus 2. So this is the answer for f of y minus g of y. Next, we have to find the degree of the resultant polynomial. So, degree is nothing but the largest power of the variable. Here, the largest power is 2. So, the degree is 2. This is the answer for this sum. Exercise 3.1, 7th sum. What should be added to 2x cube plus 6x square minus 5x plus 8 to get 3x cube minus 2x square plus 6x plus 15? What they are asking is, we have to add some polynomial. When we add some polynomial to this expression, we will get this expression. So, find that polynomial. This is the question. The solution is, take that polynomial as p of x. So, p of x plus added to this expression. They are given added. So, put the plus symbol here. Okay, plus the expression is 2x cube plus 6x square minus 5x plus 8. This is the expression they are given. So, p of x is added to this expression. We will get what is the expression? 3x cube minus 2x square plus 6x plus 15. Now, we have to find this expression p of x. Find the value of p of x. In this sum, they are given in the statement. So, we have changed this statement as the expression. Now, we have to find this p of x. So, p of x is equal to, write this expression as it is, 3x cube minus 2x square plus 6x plus 15. Write this expression as it is, and this expression, when this expression go to the right hand side, the sign will be changed. So, this expression 2x cube plus 6x square minus 5x plus 8 goes to the right hand side. The sign will be changed. So the plus sign will be the minus sign, changed as the minus sign, and the expression is 2x cube plus 6x square minus 5x plus 8. Here we have to find the value of p of x. So, take p of x is in the right hand side and take the all other terms in the left hand side. When this term comes to the left hand side, the sign will be changed. So, plus 2x cube minus 6 square minus 5x plus 8 can be changed as minus 2x cube plus 6x square minus 5x plus. When we subtract these two polynomials, we have to change the signs of the second polynomial, signs of the second expression. So, write this first polynomial as it is 3x cube minus 2x square plus 6x plus 15. Now, we have to change the signs of the second expression. Here we have plus 2x cube. So, put minus 2x cube. We have plus 6 here, so put minus 6x square. We have minus 5x here, so put plus 5x. And then at last the constant term is plus 8. So change it as minus 8. Now we have to combining the like terms together. So what are the like terms we have? X cube term. What are the x cube term? 3x cube and 2x cube. These two are like terms. So combining the like terms, we have 3x cube here minus 2x cube. And then the other like terms, what are the x square terms we have? Here x square, 2x square and then 6x square. These two are like terms. So minus 2x square minus 6x square. And then x term. What are the x term we have? Plus 6x and then x term is plus 5x. So these two terms are like terms. So combining these two like terms, we have plus 6x plus 5x and then finally the constant terms are 15 and minus 8. So plus 15 minus 8. Now 3x cube minus 2x cube. Subtracting these two, we have 3 minus 2 is 1. So 1x cube. Here we have minus 2 minus 6. Minus 2x square minus 6x square. So minus 2 minus 6. Adding these two we get minus 8. So minus 8x square. And then the x terms are plus 6 and plus 5x. Plus 6x and plus 5x. Adding these two expressions. Adding these two terms we have 11. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11x. 15 minus 8. Subtracting these two constant terms, we have 15 minus 8 is 7. So plus 7. This is the answer for this sum. So the expression for p of x is 1x cube minus 8x square plus 11x plus 7. Exercise 3.1, eighth sum. What must be subtracted? What must be subtracted from 2x power 4 plus 4x cube minus 3x plus 7 to get 3x cube minus x square plus 2x plus 1? This means when we add some polynomial, take that polynomial as p of x. When we subtract, here subtracted they are given. So when we subtract some polynomial from this polynomial, we will get this. Okay, we have to find that polynomial p of x. Okay, take that polynomial as p of x. The solution is take that polynomial as p of x. Here in the question they are given from this polynomial we have to subtract p of x. So write this polynomial first. So 2x power 4 plus 2x power 4 plus 4x cube minus 3x plus 7. They are given subtracted. So put the negative symbol here. Minus, take that polynomial as p of x. Minus p of x is equal to get. So put the equal to symbol here. To get equal to, the expression is 3x cube minus x square plus 2x plus 1. That means when we subtract p of x from this polynomial, we will get this expression. Now we have to find the polynomial p of x. Okay, now we have to find the polynomial p of x. This is the question. So 2x power, write this 2x power 4 as it is. So 2x power 4 plus 4x cube minus 3x plus 7. Take this expression to the left hand side. So when this expression comes to left hand side, the sign will be changed. So plus sign will be the minus sign. That's 3x cube minus x square plus 2x plus 1. So the sign of this expression becomes changed when it comes to the left hand side. Now equal to minus p of x becomes plus p of x when it comes to right hand side. Okay, so here we take this expressions fully to the left hand side. So the sign is minus, and then take this p of x to the right hand side. So minus p of x becomes plus p of x. Now we have to find the value of p of x. So only we take this in the separate side. Now subtracting these two polynomials. When we subtract two polynomials, we have to combining the like terms together. We have to combine the like terms together. So what are the like terms we have in this expression? So 2x power 4. Any other x power 4 terms in this expression? No. So write this 2x power 4 as it is. Okay. So before that, write this expression fully. 2x power 4 plus 4x cube minus 3x plus 7 and then change the symbol of the second. When we subtract two polynomials, we have to change the expression, signs of the expressions in the second polynomial. So plus 3x cube becomes minus 3x cube, minus x square becomes plus x square, plus 2x becomes minus 2x, plus 1 becomes minus 1 equal to p of x. When we subtracting these two polynomials, we have to change the signs of the second polynomial. So plus 3x cube become minus and minus x becomes plus x square, plus 2x becomes minus 2x and plus 1 becomes minus 1. Now combining the like terms, we have 2x power 4. No other 2x cube, x power 4 terms here. So write this 2x power 4 as it is, and then x cube terms. We have 2x cube terms in this expression, that is plus 4x cube and minus 3x cube. 2x cube terms are there. So combine these two terms together, plus 4x cube and minus 3x cube. Now 3x, combining the x terms together. Before that, x square term is there. X square, only one x square term is here. So write that plus x square as it is, and then two x terms we have. So minus 3x minus 2x. Then constant terms are plus 7 minus 1 is equal to p of x. Now x power 4, 2x power 4. So 4x cube minus 3x cube. These two are like terms. So subtracting 4 minus 3, we have 1x cube. Plus no other x square terms are there in this expression. So substitute this as it is, and then minus 3x minus 2x. These two are like expressions. So minus 3x minus 2x, adding these two we get minus 5x, plus 7 minus 1 is plus 6 equal to p of x. So which implies the value of p of x is equal to, what is the value? 2x power 4 plus 1x cube plus x square minus 5x plus 6. This is the answer for this sum. Exercise 3.1, ninth sum. Multiply the following polynomials and find the degree of the resultant polynomial. Question is, first subdivision is p of x is equal to x square minus 9 and q of x is equal to 6x square plus 7x minus 2. Here they are asking multiply. So we have to multiply these two expressions together. Solution is p of x into q of x. P of x into q of x is equal to, first the expression for p of x is x square minus 9, and then put the multiply symbol, and the expression for q of x is 6x square plus 7x minus 2. Okay, so we have to multiply these two expressions. First take the first term of the first expression. So x square is the first term of the first expression. So x square into, first we have to multiply x square with this expression, into 6x square plus 7x minus 2, and then take the second term. Second term is minus 9. So minus 9 into 6x square plus 7x minus 2. That means we have to multiply the first term x square with this whole expression, and then the second term is minus 9. So minus 9 with this full expression. We have to multiply minus 9 with this full expression. So now multiplying these two terms together, 6x square into x square, 6x square into x square, and then put plus symbol here, and then first term with second term. That means x square into 7x minus we have first term with the third term x square into minus 2. Okay, now we have to multiply this minus 9 with this full expression. So take this minus 9 with 6x square. Multiply this minus 9 with this 6x square. We have minus 9 into 6x square, and then minus into plus minus. First multiply these two and multiply minus 9 into 7x, and then finally multiply minus 9 into minus 2. Minus 9 into minus 2. Now we have to simplify these expressions fully. When we multiplying the variables, the power should be added. We have to add the powers when we multiply the variable. Understand clearly, when we multiply two variables, the power should be added. You know that rule, a power m into a power n is equal to a power m into a power n is equal to what? A power m plus n. So when we multiplying the variables, we have to add the powers, m plus n, add the powers. So here we have 6 x square into x square is x, the power 2 plus 2 is 4. So 6x power 4 is the answer for the first term. And then multiplying these two expressions, we have 7, we have 1 here, 7 into 1, 7. So multiplying these two variables, x square and x power 1. So x power 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. Adding the powers, we get x cube minus x square, minus here minus x square minus 2. So minus into minus, we have plus 2 into x square. 2 into x square is 2x square minus 9 6 are 54. So 54 x square, and then minus 9 7s are 63. 9 7s are 63. So minus 63 x minus into minus plus 9 into 2. 9 2s are 18. Minus into minus plus 9 into 2, 18. Now we have to simplify. That means we have to combine the like terms together. So x power 4. Any other x power 4 terms are there in this expression? So no x power 4 terms are there. So write this x power 4 term as it is. 6x power 4 plus x cube terms. Any other x cube terms are there? No. So 7x cube, and then x square and x square. These two are the like terms, isn't it? So plus 2 minus 54. We get minus 52 x square. Okay, and then the variable here is x minus 63 x, and then the constant term is 18. So this is the answer for this sum, 9th sum. Exercise 3.1, 9th sum, second subdivision. F of x is equal to 7x plus 2 and g of x is equal to 15x minus 9. We have to multiply these two expressions. Okay, multiply these two expressions. That means we f of x into g of x. We have to find f of x into g of x. So the expression for f of x is, this is the solution for this sum. So expression for f of x is 7x plus 2, and then put the multiply symbol, and the expression for g of x is 15x minus 9. 15x minus 9. So now we have to multiply these two expressions. So the first term of this expression is 7x. Take the first term alone. So 7x into 15x minus 9, and then the second term is plus 2. Plus 2 into 15x minus 9. First we have to multiply this 7x with this expression. So 7x into 15x. Here minus symbol we have put minus 7x into 9 and then plus 2 into 15x. 2 into 15x. So here plus into minus, minus 2 into 9. Now multiplying this constant term first. 15 into 7, 105. X into x, x square. Minus 9 7s are 63x plus 2 into 15, 30. X minus 2 9s are 18. Now we have to combine the like terms together. 105x square minus 63x plus 30x. These two are like terms here. So minus 63 plus 30. So subtracting these two we get 33. The sign of the bigger number is negative. Negative sign we have. So put the minus symbol here. So minus 33x. The constant term is minus 18. So this is the answer for this ninth sum. Exercise 3.1. 11th sum. The length of the rectangle is 3x plus 2 units and its breadth is 3x minus 2 units. Find its area in terms of x. What will be the area if x is equal to 20 units? So here they are given the length of the rectangle as well as the breadth of the rectangle. We have to find the area of the rectangle. Solution is given. What is given? Length of the rectangle. Length. So take length as L. Length of the rectangle is what? 3x plus 2. What is the length of the rectangle? 3x plus 2 units. So L is equal to 3x plus 2 and they are given the breadth of the rectangle. So breadth is equal to, take the breadth as B, capital B is equal to 3x minus 2 units. Now we have to find the area of the rectangle. So area of the rectangle. What is the area of the rectangle? You know, length into breadth. L into B. So L is 3x plus 2 into breadth. B is 3x minus 2. Now we have to multiply these two expressions. So first take the first expression. So 3x into 3x minus 2 and then the second term is plus 2. Plus 2 into 3x minus 2. Take the first term first. 3x into 3x minus 2 and then 2 into 3x minus 2. Now we have to multiply 3x inside the bracket. So 3x into the term is 3x. 3x into 3x minus 3x into 2. 3x into 2. And then here 2 into 3x and 2 into 2. 2 into 3x minus 2 into 2. Plus into minus, minus 2 into 2. Here 3x into 3x and 3x into 2. Now 3 3s are 9. X into x what? X square minus 3 2s are 6. 6x. Here 2 3s are 6. 6x minus 2 2s are 4. Which is equal to 9x square plus 6x minus 6x getting cancelled, because adding these two we get 0, isn't it? So these two getting cancelled. Minus 4. 9x square minus 4 is the area of the rectangle. But they are given x is equal to 20. They are given the value for x. So we have to substitute 20 for x. X is equal to, given x is equal to 20. Therefore area is equal to 9 into the value of x is 20. Here we have square, so minus 4. So 9 into 20 square. 20 into 20 is 400. Minus 4. 9 into 400 is 3600. Minus 4. 3600 minus 4 is what? 3596 square units. This is the answer for the 11th sum. This is the area of the rectangle. Area of the rectangle is 3596 units. Exercise 3.1, 12th sum. P of x is a polynomial of degree 1 and Q of x is polynomial of degree 2. What kind of the polynomial P of x into Q of x is? So, when we multiplying the two polynomials, we have to add the degree of the two polynomials. So, here they are given P of x is a polynomial of degree 1 and here Q of x is a polynomial of degree 2. So, clearly P of x into Q of x is the polynomial of degree 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. P of x into Q of x is the polynomial of degree 3. So, it is a cubic polynomial. So, P of x into Q of x is a polynomial of degree 3, because degree 1 plus degree 2 is adding these two degrees, we get degree 3. P of x into Q of x is a polynomial of degree 3, which implies P of x into Q of x is, they are asking what kind of the polynomial, isn't it? So, P of x into Q of x is cubic polynomial. This is the answer for the last sum, 12th sum. Students, this is the homework sums. Do it in your classwork note and submit it when school reopens. If you have any doubt in this, it will be clarified when school reopens. And using the following link, you can get more details about this topic.